Hello guys, and welcome to my series of videos on the 2020 BMW M2 CS. So today is January 3rd, 2021. I picked up this car a few days ago on December 30th. So I'm just going to give my first impressions and not really a review of the car itself, meaning I haven't done enough driving. However, I've always been a big fan of the 1 Series and the 2 Series as well. Regardless, the 2 Series, the M235i, M240, and M2 Comp, all those cars I really like the M2. Basically, when I first heard the rumors of this car coming out, I said yes, I'm on the list for this one. And so far, I mean, I'm very pleased. I knew what I was expecting. Watched a bunch of reviews and stuff, and get the pros and cons and stuff like that. And so let's just take a walk around of this BMW M2 CS. This one is a Hockenheim silver, and you can see the color is really stunning in person. It's like crazy. There's sometimes, like, depending on the shade, or I guess time of day, sometimes you get a hint of blue, but it's a really special silver, really nice. I'm very pleased to have chosen the Hockenheim silver. At first I was inclined on the Misano blue. However, I figured the color wasn't special enough. It's not like a Le Mans blue or something like that. So I figured also that most people that would take delivery of this car probably have it in Misano blue. So I figured, let me try to be as original as possible. And of course there wasn't much options, but I think out of all the colors, the Hockenheim silver, at least for me, cuts it pretty much. And so of course the gold wheels, but the finish on the wheels, it's very surprising. I was expecting like a gold, but this one has like a chrome gold, or I don't even know how to say it, but it really they did a good job on the finish. I'm really impressed. And as you can see as well, I did choose the ceramic brakes. So this combination is very nice. I mean, it may look odd when you're trying to picture a silver car with gold wheels and gold calipers. However, it really blends in very well. I mean, I thought maybe the gold on gold, however, it really looks good. And you can see here a beautiful job on the lip and the carbon lip, and the bottom of the bumper as well. Like, you have 3 openings there. And same thing on the hood. When you're driving the car from the inside, it really makes a difference in terms of making you feel good, as you see this bulge. So it's kind of different. And the car is beefy and wide, and the carbon mirrors are really beautiful as well. And if you don't know, the carbon roof is like, the weave is different. It's like a square pattern, so it looks really cool. Let me take you on the back. So the spoiler is really nice, meaning I like the aggressiveness of the spoiler. It really looks cool. I like how wide the quarter panels in the back are. And yeah, the carbon diffuser at the bottom looks really nice as well. So again, this video is just a walk around. I'll do another video with my impressions. I've only put 30 miles on the car. I didn't have time to really drive it and do a bunch of stuff with it, but I will, and let you know what I think. So let's go on the inside quickly. So as you can see, the door panel with the red stitching and the Alcantara. Nice steering wheel with the marker, the red marker. And you also have the CS on the dash console, and the center console, pretty cool with the carbon fiber and stuff. The seats are spectacular. They're really, really comfortable. Really awesome seats. Couldn't ask for better. And let's pop the hood. The hood is super light. I mean, it's carbon fiber, entirely made of carbon fiber. You can actually see the carbon here, but it's super light. Beautiful engine with the carbon brace. A little dirty. I guess when they was washed or something and didn't dry it up. They didn't dry up the engine bay. I'm not sure, but yeah. So really, really looks potent powertrain, that's for sure. And it's capable of a lot more HP than it has right now. So that's something in the future that I'm going to explore. And let's open the trunk. So the trunk space is not bad, to be honest. It's pretty cool. It's not the biggest, but still enough room in there to travel and do your stuff, or go to groceries or whatever. So like I said, this is pretty much a walk around video. It's not really a review on the performance of the car and stuff, but you know, having to explore the car just like that and not doing a lot of driving with it yet, there's a few things I can say about the car that, you know, of course, before buying it, I'd read a bunch of reviews. And let's start with the interior. So the console, a lot of people complaining, no armrest, and the carbon on the side, you know, on long drives may hurt the side of your knee because it's tough or it's hard or whatever. I've read a bunch of comments on that by professional reviewers. However, of course, I didn't do a lot of mileage with it, but you know, I drove in this car in traffic when I went and picked it up and stuff, and pretty much experienced what it was to deal with that console, and it's not a big deal for me, that's for sure. Actually, I like it. It's really, really sleek looking and racy looking, rather than the bulginess of a regular console. I think they did a good job. It's not a bother for me, that's for sure. One thing's for sure is that the steering wheel is very thick. Would I've liked the steering wheel thinner in diameter? Yes, sir, 100%. I own several cars and could compare it to a Porsche Cayman 981, for example. The steering feel is totally different. This steering wheel is too thick. I mean, is it a deal breaker? No. However, as you can see here, the thickness, it's a big steering wheel. So that's one of the things. The other things, as you can see, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but it came with the rubber pedals, or just no pedals, no aluminum pedals, only the footrest. I've updated that. I had purchased a set of pedals prior to buying the car. I said that's the first thing I'm gonna do, man, make it look a little better. But one complaint is that, you know, the car does not come with any pedals besides the footrest, and I find for the price tag it should have at least had some nice pedals. Yeah, the other thing, there's not much negatives, and I'm not complaining. This is not about complaining about the car, just giving my impressions of what BMW could have done to make it a little better. That didn't influence my decision on buying the car or complain about pricing. I knew what I was getting into. I mean, this is like 24K over an M2 competition, which is already a fantastic car. The M2 competition is an amazing car. You know, with the balance, you can probably get all the extras that you have on this car. However, this is for me something that, you know, just a carbon roof for me alone, and the uniqueness of the car and all that stuff. That's why I was willing to pay the premium. However, that's just a personal thing. I mean, many people will disagree. However, I'm not complaining about pricing here, but just little things. The other thing I find is the interior. For what the car cost, should have been leather interior, like a real leather. This is not. It's like a rubber plastic, even the dash. So it doesn't feel like premium. Like, for example, you buy a Mercedes C63 AMG with an MSRP of 80 grand, and you get in that interior, and it's like, wow. So not even Porsche is also the same. They don't, unless you option it out. But you know, I think it should have been a little more premium as far as the interior. And as far as the rest of the car, to be honest, I'm good with it, with the exception of one last thing. So what sucks for me is, like, man, not even a keyless entry. All right, so you have to use the remote. Again, not a big deal, not a deal breaker, but I'm like, wow, why couldn't they actually integrate a keyless entry? I don't think it's the money. I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but you know, again, these are the only things, in my opinion, that they should have done better with this car. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you got to see what this BMW M2 CS looks like. And again, I will be posting other videos with my driving experience and stuff. And of course, I'll be modding this car. Obviously, little things, you're gonna have to watch my videos. And just my background, I mean, I've been in the car business for 25 years. I own a shop where I service high-end cars and sell parts for cars as well. So you know, I have the opportunity to drive a bunch of cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches, and BMWs, of course. And you know, I mean, with this kind of money, you can go out there and pretty much up into a bunch of different cars, R8s, Gallardos, 911 turbos, which you know, I assume, which a lot of people will say, wow, man, this car is way too expensive. But for me, it was okay, what am I paying a month? And the other thing, I'm really in love with the M2 competition, or competition S platform like this one. It's something special about this car. And last thing, yes, this is a DCT model. A lot of people are gonna say, oh man, what the heck's wrong with you? You should have bought a 6-speed. I do own a 135i, a beautiful one. It's a shift stick, 12 model, you know, Le Mans blue with red interior. When I need my manual shift fix, I grab that car. But I really wanted this car in DCT. I like the way the dual clutch performs. I love the way it reacts, and I wanted to take full advantage of this powertrain, and the DCT is what I was looking for. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So stay tuned, please subscribe. I will be posting more videos about this car. Thank you very much.